Okay, here's our chef
Let's start.
for our
First,
Thanksgiving.
we're gonna start with black sea bream.
Okay.
Japanese word is kurodai. This is a nice buttery white fish. So we're gonna start with the fillet.
I can't. So I can't just, I can't just hide that in my little dirty secret. Oh my god. No. So embarrassing. Oh, it's the worst, bro. The worst.
Cái máy còn nữa không? Không có thâu đấy.
Alright. Just kidding.
Oh, I gave her allergy medicine already, but I didn't bring my measles.
Joe Biden met with fellow Democrats Pelosi and Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer. This is really a question of what Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is willing to sign off on. Will Biden meet with him? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. And there is at least an existing relationship there with McConnell from Biden's from the Senate and his time at the White House. But the crafting could be a multi-trillion-dollar.
Yeah, 70. It'd be like 70 in my seat is like here. It's way too big.
Okay, well, some more bad news for Disney employees.
This is 80 or 70?
Give you a skull. Well, 2 times skulls.
Dang, poor Disneyland. I'm so sad.
Why?
They're still closed.
Oh.
They're not gonna be open for a long time.
I know, man. I was supposed to go next Tuesday. It's in my calendar. That's okay. Save me $305.
Don't use it. Just. Now wherever you're about to get on the first truck, they'll give you 2 tickets. So if you get
What is that?
1,000 XP.
Kurodai. It's a black sea bream.
Kurodai.
Kurodai. Okay.
Oh, you forgot the E.
Một cái cây đâm xếp răng. Có đâm xếp răng mà cây skewer nữa.
Có.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, give me one skewer, please.
Skewer deep fry. Oh, right here. That's right here.
No, like that.
You want the knife like this? You got $600.
Oh, that?
That's it.
I don't want that.
Perfect, perfect.
Thanks. My karaoke machine.
You want to have like this? You guys
Rich guys. Listen here, rich guys. I don't know where you guys get all this money.
These are professional tools.
$600
Yeah.
karaoke machine.
Professional tools.
Yeah, one more.
So I bought that knife. Man, it's not sharp, man. I tried getting the sanding stone. The sanding stone it's like sand. It like literally just.
Nice.
Is it like when I do it? Is it supposed to like wear away?
Yes. Yes.
I'm telling
That's what
you.
they do. That's why you have to get a flattener too. Yes, Chris. That is how it's supposed to be.
Well, yeah,
You gotta do it.
How bad is
Yes, I can definitely show you.
Kurodai. Okay.
I can definitely
Now
show you.
you pick out the
Now I'm just
bone
picking out all the bones. The center bones is usually for this fish. You're looking about maybe 7 or 8 per side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
How much is that little thing? Because I bought one. Mine sucks.
6, 7, 8.
Yeah, mine sucks. I tried that.
The
Bowl. Yeah.
your boner
My
doesn't work.
boner doesn't work.
Your boner doesn't work.
Boner doesn't work.
I can't help you with that. His boner doesn't work.
Here, the close up for
Let me be honest with you.
piece of
This is the cheapest, best one.
Kurodai.
I got
And
one.
I'll send you the link to it.
Yeah, this is better than mine.
Yeah, I'll send you the link to
Yeah,
it.
because I got one. It's like $6 and I'm like, okay.
This is a trade secret one.
this song? Let's do a reel.
This thing costs about $3. It's probably one of the best ones you
What's a
can
good
get.
song for this?
What was that?
What's a good song for this?
Which knife you bought in Japan, son? This different one?
Not here.
Oh, not here?
Not here. That's a vegetable knife.
Vegetable knife.
So now I'm gonna skin the fish. What you want to do is start from the tail side. Get the skin flap off.
Yeah.
Lay your knife flat against the board, and you're just gonna work your skin left and right. And pull the skin as you're pushing.
Where do I go?
Oh, is that how you did it?
There?
You
No.
wiggle the skin back and forth, left and right, and pull as you push. And it should skin it for you perfectly.
There it is.
Yeah, that's what you guys gonna kill. And
Close up.
We got one.
Do it again, let me see.
We're gonna do it again. You're gonna start off with a small incision here. Your knife aiming slightly downwards, just to get that initial skin off. Once you get that off, you're gonna lay your knife about 45 degrees down. Make sure it's flat. And you're just gonna wiggle the skin left and right as you're pushing outwards.
Oh wait, I used the bomb.
It should just
Hey.
just like that. Just like that.
Just like that.
Monkey
Very
is
easy.
there. You could go in the water.
Okay, so we got 2 pieces of fish here, 2 fillets.
6 monkeys.
We are going to be ready to go.
Yeah, that salmon looks really good. You got that? Oh, it's really good.
Oh, trust me, I look at all.
Yeah, trust me, I look through things all the time. I've never seen anyone that looks that good.
Bye.
Ooh,
Bye.
you got a photo?
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, total.
Oh, there's a toe right
Over
there.
here for you. Alright, so we have all the fish ready to go here. We have tuna, right? See all the fish over here?
Yeah.
So now we have our full selection of fish.
Okay.
Korodai, salmon belly, yellowtail belly, tuna loin. This is your toro, otoro, octopus, scallop, and some squid. Okay.
Ooh.
So now we're gonna start setting up the platter to get it ready to go. First thing we're gonna do is set up the fish bone for looks. I'll give you a tip. If you want your fish to look nice, all you have to do is split the fin in half here, in 2 parts. You're gonna tuck the lower half under the gill, so that when you set up your fish, you have this fin that sticks up like this.
Oh.
Makes it look nice. Now we're just gonna stick the skewer in. Just the back side of the head.
Fox 5 News, sponsored in part by Paul Davis Restoration.
Massey Nissan is giving you more control over your Black Friday deals by bringing you Black Friday all month long. Take charge with epic deals every day on your favorite Nissans, like the 2020 Nissan Kicks S. Safety features and available Apple CarPlay and Android
Okay.
Auto. Black Friday priced at $15,995 net cost. Start your Black Friday today by shopping 100% online or visit one of 7 Massey Nissan locations.
So when you're setting up your sashimi, you really want to think of it as like a waterfall. So you want everything to flow in one direction, back and forth in one direction. So we'll start with this fish here, because that's going to be our main focal point. So you want it to be the highest point on your plate. Because it's your main focal point, you want it to be the highest, right? That's how you show it off. Okay? Alright, so we have our main focal point set up. And what I like to do is start setting up our other little areas where we're going to put fish. So I like to take the daikon and just start setting up my little areas that I know I want fish to be. So it'll help you visually as to where you need to go and and what you're gonna do next.
Switch now for $44.99 a month. Call 833-918-4499.
We start setting up all of our little sections here. Right? That's usually pretty good right there.
Free on demand. Plus, use the Spectrum TV app to watch live TV on the go. All from $44.99 a month. Call 833-918-4499.
I think that's good.
Every day I'm saving money.
Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. Ask about our easy self-install options.
You start setting up your shiso leaf
$44.99.
randomly, wherever you want. Be creative, be fun. It doesn't have to be so perfect and uniform everywhere. That's kind of the fun of it. Okay, doesn't have to be everywhere. Just a little bit here and there. And then you can switch it up. You can use some lemon
Alright.
if you like.
This is sizzle, right?
Shiso. Some thin sliced lemon.
Your voice.
You're watching the Fox 5 News at 5.
Well, you have a lot of choices.
So maybe we can do some lemon on this one.
Thanksgiving weekend, turkey with more.
We can do lemon on this one. Okay. So we're gonna have some kaiware, which are radish sprouts. Take a little pinch of that and put it on this one just to change it up a little bit. Some variety. Right? So now you have your basic setup. And now you can kind of see where you want to go. Right? It's like surgery. You want to make all your outline and drawings first before you start cutting stuff. Alright, so we have that basic part down. So now we're going to start cutting fish. First thing I want to do is set up our main point, our main focal point. So I'm going to start cutting from the tail. Nice thin slices. Okay. I think for this one I'm going to do little mini rolls. You can go traditional or non-traditional, whatever you want to do. I think this is the fun part of it, so be creative. I'm just going to cut this whole fillet into strips first.
Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. You can see it for free on Apple TV Plus through November 27th. Some restrictions apply.
I think for these ones, I'm just going to roll them up.
Jodie Foster directed Home for the Holidays will bring it all back. Holly Hunter, Robert Downey Jr., and Bancroft and Charles Gurley star. See it on Hulu. And in honor of those still trying to get home for Thanksgiving this year.
Between two pillows. Those aren't pillows.
It's just not Thanksgiving for me without watching Steve Martin and John Candy in Planes,
Ngồi ăn
Trains,
thì mình ăn
and
lẹ chứ
Automobiles.
ta làm
It's
lâu
streaming now on
rồi
YouTube and
làm cực
Google
làm
Play.
lâu đã xong rồi ngồi ăn cắp một cái rọt nữa.
So I'm just going to start placing them here back on the bone. So I want it to pop out a little bit, so I'm going to put the rolls here up on top. So I think it's pretty, it looks fun.
With Thanksgiving wrapping up, the holiday shopping season
Okay,
is upon us.
just like
And many
that, you know.
people will be doing their shopping online, which could lead to shipping delays. Here's Teresa Priolo.
And this is going to have a huge impact on the retail sales. It's really going to help a lot
Okay.
of stores. It's going to help keep people employed.
Tis the season to start spending. And like everything else in 2020, this year's holiday shopping season is looking different.
Like I said, have fun with it, do what you want,
Traditionally one of the busiest shopping
play around with it
is positioned to be just another
until you like what you see. Okay?
stores for fear of COVID. Some analysts think we could see unprecedented online shopping numbers this
Alright.
holiday season.
And that's how I want that.
As a consumer
And I still have one fillet here. And I'm going to cut this a different way. I'm still going to do thin strips here. But I'm going to go thin strips all the way through without separating them. Keep them in place. Because what I'm going to do afterwards is going to be easier to keep them in place. So from here, I want to keep this all together in one piece. So all I'm going to do is scoop my knife underneath, like that, and then pick it up. And then from here, you just place it directly onto the plate with a half roll. Okay.
That way the local business retains the sale, which helps the local economy, and you avoid the shipping
And
costs.
it's just going to look just like that. Okay. It's a nice little half flip roll. So you have two different platings of the same fish, just to give the plate different texture. Alright, so the next step here is to start loading up with some other fish. You see that this fish is kind of a white color, it's a white fish. So you want to block it off with something with color, just to give a little color contrast. So now I'm going to go with the tuna next to it. So I'm going to fillet out this fish. You don't want to cut your fish too thick. You're looking at about 1/4 inch or so. 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch, right around there. It's really up to you. I don't like too thick of a cut of fish just because the texture is a little bit different when you cut your fish too thick. And it's all about moderation. Okay, so you can go ahead and pick up your fish with your knife. Just stick it where you want. Let it go. Same thing here. Okay, so if you see what I did there, your fish is already cut. If you want that staggered look, all you gotta do, push it to the side. It's the quickest way to do it. Alright, so you see you have a red block here, right? You have white, you have red, and you want to break up the colors. So maybe let's put the red over here. Let's put the tuna over here this time, right? So same thing, just put it where you want, slide your knife out. That's the easiest way to do it. Alright, so now we need some other color breakage here. So we are going to do maybe some salmon. So same thing with the salmon. Look about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch, around there somewhere. Same thing here. If you want the staggered look, just push it to the side and you have a staggered look automatically. Same thing, put it where you want it, slide it off your knife. Okay? Easiest way to do it. Push it to the side for a staggered look, scoop it with your knife, place it where you want, slide your knife out. Okay? You can do little adjustments here and there if needed, you know, if things are falling over, but it's usually not too much of a worry. Alright, so now you look at what you have down and you want more color breakage. So we'll maybe go for some toro next on this one. Okay. And I like to cut my toro thinner if I can. This is a very fatty cut of fish. So if you get a really large bite of fatty fish, sometimes it's just too much oil and it definitely takes away from the flavor. So we're gonna cut this a little bit thinner. Okay. And same thing here. Push it to the side. And these are longer strips of fish. So I'm going to do a half roll on this.
Yeah, you know, the Flintstone area up the mountains and some of the foothills that work their way towards the end and obviously sand and winds tonight and tomorrow, lingering into Saturday. It starts to relax as we head to Friday afternoon, but really strong tonight and tomorrow. So keep that in mind. That was a great
Now we're going to go for some yellowtail belly. Yellowtail belly is also a fatty cut of fish, so you want to cut it a little bit thinner as well, just so that the fat is not too overwhelming.
Nắng này trông chắc no hết ăn cơm.
Yes, right on money again today. 67 is the 30-year average. 85 is record high that back in 1956. How about the temperatures outside right now? It's cool night. Again, the clear skies and temperatures a little bit bottom out. When the wind is mixed in the air, the temperatures will be a little bit warmer. And again, through the foothills and the mountain areas.
Không thấy cái này từ 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 chỉnh lại từ từ.
Do a half roll on this one, just to change up the look a little bit.
This high pressure working together, giving us that high pressure gradient. The winds circulating around the low and the high, giving us the stand winds at the northeast, 20 to 35 sustained.
Give the plate a little bit more texture. Okay.
Relative humidity will drop down to about 5-16% for the next couple of days.
Alright, so you got most of the stuff down now. So now we're going to cut some octopus. I like to cut the tip off and use it for decoration. It's definitely also still good to eat. It doesn't just need to be decoration. But then you have these fun little pieces that you can stick here like it's grabbing the fish, you know. It's kind of fun. Right? Go like this, like kind of overlapping the fish, so it looks like it's trying to grab the fish and eat it. Okay, so then we're going to start cutting the octopus. For octopus leg, if you get an octopus leg that's prepared like this, you usually want to peel off this inner part right here. So what you can actually do is just make a small incision, like that. And you can pull off this inner skin piece right here. And you want to pull that off. That's a chewy part. And this little flap here, you can cut it off. So make yourself a little incision. And you can just pull it right off. Once you're here, you can start cutting your octopus. You want to start on the thick end. Okay? You want to try to cut as thin as possible. The technique here is a sawing, but you're also wiggling your knife back and forth this way. So it's a technique that's definitely practiced. Alright? And you're trying to do it as thin as possible while sawing back and forth. And what that does is it gives you a texture like that. If you can see it.
Yeah. Got it.
See the texture?
Yeah.
That gives your octopus texture. Okay, so as you're sawing, you're also wiggling your knife back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And you get that texture there.
It's our biggest Black Friday event ever, and it's only at Ortho Mattress. During our biggest sale of the year, get a free adjustable base upgrade. Save up to $500 on select adjustable sets. For a limited time only, our club signature firm sets are $199. We'll deliver, set up, and remove your old mattress for free. Without a middleman markup. It's Ortho Mattress Black Friday sale.
considering replacing your heating or air conditioning system? Now's the perfect time with ARS Rescue Rooter. Get up to $1,500 back when you purchase a select home comfort system from ARS.
Alright, so we have all the octopus lined up here. Octopus can be a little bit chewy. So what you want to do is hit the corner of your knife on each piece just a couple times, just to break up the fibers a little bit.
Since 1977. Visit ARS.com/San Diego.
The Black Friday mattress sale is on at Sleepmore. Inside, more furniture for less.
So now, play your octopus, and now you just kind of fill in the spaces where you see you need a little bit of fish. So I'm gonna fill in the spot there.
Going on now at Sleepmore.
If you're a local hero
Do
and
the
you're
same
looking to
thing
model or
here.
sell a home, call Thank You Heroes today. You may qualify for a free 30% return on commissions and a rebate to cover all your closing costs. Call us today.
I feel like it needs something here, so I'll fill up that
You
spot
guys got to eye
there.
break soon. Okay? Okay. You hungry?
Alright, so now we got some scallops.
No. But you will need
So
an
for
eye
the
break.
scallops, you can eat the foot if you want. If you don't want to eat it, that's fine. I like to take them off and save them for a salad later. And I'm just going to split these guys in half. And for each half, I do a thin slice of lemon.
Even the entire Corolla family. Now better savings and saving. So see a Toyota dealer today. We make it easy.
So then I'm going to sandwich
Let's go places.
each octopus with a slice of lemon. Okay?
Nice.
And we're also going to fill in little areas and spots here that you feel that it needs something. This is where your artistry comes in.
Next on the Black Friday Visit 6, thousands of people on risk of getting their power shut off on this Thanksgiving Day. As Santa Ana winds raise the risk of fires. Plus, the Salvation Army continuing a 3-decade tradition despite the pandemic. On this year's
We're almost done here. I'm going to fill in some vegetables here and there. Now I'm just kind of dressing up the plate the way I like it. You can fill in some vegetables here and there, make it cute. Alright, and then now I'm going to use those foots of the scallop that I cut off earlier. And I have some squid here, some raw squid. I'm just going to roll the squid up into a tube. I'm going to slice these really, really thin. As thin as I can get it. And add those to that. Got some black tobacco here. I'm going to add to that. So I have some freshly cut green onion here. I'm going to add to that. And then I also have a little bit of yuzu kosho. It's green chili and yuzu paste.
We need everybody to be hyper vigilant when we have these wind events.
So add a little pinch of that to it. And I'm going to give it a splash of ponzu sauce. Okay. I'm going to give that a nice little mix.
We've seen those fires spawn ahead of themselves. We've seen those fires run through communities and
Add battery?
The name of Holiday Lady are part of the 600 people receiving a turkey dinner.
Yes, it does. And I enjoy it.
No questions asked. Year 2020 has
which is why the Salvation Army made sure this event happened and was not canceled.
Year-round, the Salvation Army helps families in need with food, with special assistance, and that's always important to make sure nutrition.
Spread it out.
Especially this year, they
Nice and even here.
not only give a great meal, but not only love.
Okay.
Location had some special guests like Mayor Kevin Faulkner and his wife as they came to the police chief. They helped pass out food and goodie bags with other snacks.
I end my term and my time as mayor. This is some of the most important things, is people coming together to help heal.
The event here wrapped up several hours ago. As mentioned earlier, there were a total of 4 locations where people can go throughout the county to get those Thanksgiving meals. And we're here in downtown to about 600.
I'll haul out this lemon.
Reporting downtown, dropping to KC, Fox 5 News.
And like many people across the country, President Trump and President-elect Joe Biden are both spending Thanksgiving at their home with their families.
There.
President Work is in Delaware with the latest.
And we are going to finish up with some wasabi and ginger, and we are on our way.
Almost done.
And this is the final step.
Homemade.
General Michael Flynn, President Trump's first national security advisor, has been granted a full pardon by the president, who made that announcement on
A
Twitter.
little ginger in that one.
You may recall back in 2017, Flynn was
And we like to eat kazami wasabi at our house. So I'm going to do a little bit of a kazami wasabi.
That's the good stuff.
That's the good stuff. And we are ready to eat, guys. We are ready to eat. Okay?
Chụp nguyên một cái dĩa đi.
There we go.
Blackburn telling Fox's Swan Williams, while he's willing to see the process through, so far it hasn't been good. On Wednesday, just today before the holiday, President-elect Biden spent part of the day
There we go.
Thanksgiving address.
Looking
Sashimi,
good. Rồi, done. Thank you, Chapley.
Got a battery?
Receiving a turkey dinner.
Yes, it does. And I enjoy it.
No questions asked. The year 2020 has been tough, which is why the Salvation Army made sure this event happened and was not canceled.
Year-round, the Salvation Army helps families in need with food, with special assistance, and that's always important to make sure nutrition.
Spread it out.
Especially this year, they
Nice and even here.
not only give a great meal, but not only love.
Okay.
Location had some special guests like Mayor Kevin Faulkner and his wife as they came to the police chief. They helped pass out food and goodie bags with other snacks.
I end my term and my time as mayor. This is some of the most important things, is people coming together to help heal.
The event here wrapped up several hours ago. As mentioned earlier, there were a total of 4 locations where people can go throughout the county to get those Thanksgiving meals. And we're here in downtown to about 600.
I'll haul out this lemon.
Reporting downtown, dropping to KC, Fox 5 News.
And like many people across the country, President Trump and President-elect Joe Biden are both spending Thanksgiving at their home with their families.
There.
President Work is in Delaware with the latest.
And we are going to finish up with some wasabi and ginger, and we are on our way.
Almost done.
And this is the final step.
Homemade.
General Michael Flynn, President Trump's first national security advisor, has been granted a full pardon by the president, who made that announcement on
A
Twitter.
little ginger in that one.
You may recall back in 2017, Flynn was
And we like to eat kazami wasabi at our house. So I'm going to do a little bit of a kazami wasabi.
That's the good stuff.
That's the good stuff. And we are ready to eat, guys. We are ready to eat. Okay?
Chụp nguyên một cái dĩa đi.
There we go.
Clyburn telling Fox's Swan Williams while he's willing to see the process through, so far it hasn't been good. On Wednesday, just today before the holiday, President-elect Biden spent part of the day
There we go.
Thanksgiving address.
Looking
Sashimi done.
Rồi, done. Thank you, Chef Lee.